I thought I was going to be an actress my whole life, native New Yorker. It's what made sense to me. Was interested in the business side of things, worked for a talent agency, worked for a modeling agency, really fell in love with that world. And that's when my senior year, I ended up working with SNL writer, one of the original, Alan Zweibel, who's been a huge mentor of mine. And he was a UB alumni. And so he pretty much says to me one day, you know, you're funny in passing. I'm like, oh, don't tell me that. Theater side of me, you know, like it's over. But no, he really was helping me so much and giving me so much advice about my career, working in casting. All the interviews are canceled. His show that we were working on turns into comedy lessons from the expert. So the show's canceled. But I'm really learning from these comedy lessons from Alan. Everyone's been telling me you have to get on social media, you have to get on TikTok. What's up, Tony? I see you in the comments. Nice to see you, man. Everyone's telling me you have to get on TikTok, and I just thought it was a dancing app. I finally am like, you know what? Like, what else do I have to lose? And that's what I did. I hopped on the app. I have a conversation with my Jewish mom. I'm in Buffalo. She's in New York. It's the Passover Seder. Oh my God, no one knows how to use Zoom. She's freaking out. I have to teach her, my stepdad, my brother, this, that, and the whole other thing. And so I turn it into a video, recreate the conversation, and then flash forward 1 month later, TikTok on actual Passover shares it, and they put it on their Instagram story and tag me in it. That's when I kind of realized, all right, this is not a joke. I should continue doing these. And actually, Cheryl Cohen, the name, it just popped out of my mouth one day. I was like, Cheryl Cohen. And it just became a thing. And that's really where the magic started. And then I started working with brand deals and starting my own consulting company. And like you mentioned, the Forbes article. So it's really been a whole journey, and I was able to create a whole new career out of it. And like we met, used Clubhouse to my advantage when it came to networking.
Yeah, no big deal. Whatever. Just a casual pandemic success. Whatever.
So funny.
But that's like, here's the thing. I like to stalk people, but I'm told it's just researching. That's the positive spin on it.
Researching.
And so I'm going through all your TikTok, and it's like some of them huge hits, others meh. But you keep going, and you're so persistent, and you don't let that stop you. And I think as a creator, you know, I go, well, no one likes me. It's not resonating with people. I'm gonna stop. And you're just like, no, I'm gonna keep pumping out content. And then there's some really, like, look, I like the ones that not everyone likes. So I don't know why they didn't get more views. That's just what I'm saying. But okay, look, okay, that's why I don't do well on TikTok. I don't understand people's sense of humor on there. But you keep pushing out content, and I love it.
Yeah, and I would say like the biggest thing I realized too was not to stay so niche. So I started doing like some fun camp videos. I started doing some sorority videos. So people know me now, I would say, for different things, but you know, all encompassing that acting degree and the talent vibe. And that's kind of just where the social media world came to be. I mean, having that actor New York City hustle, it's kind of hard to just give something up, especially when you work so hard on it. So I don't really intend on dropping it no matter where I end up. I just think, you know, it's a fun thing to do. It's gotten me a lot of places, and it's only given me a service instead of anything bad.
I love this positive spin you have, because I mean, there is the downfall to social media, right? Because,
Sure.
no one's liking it, and then you get all this negative comments and whatnot. And I hope you don't mind if I bring it up. I'm bringing it up. There was a lot, like what we spoke about too at some points in time, there was a lot of anti-Semitism.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was part of why you resonated so hard with me. You're like, I'm not taking a step back. We're addressing this and all this anti-Semitism. And you held like a Clubhouse, and you keep sharing this. And I just think it's so important to not shy away from that. And I just thought, I'm like, oh, you're so brave.
Thank you. Yeah, it's actually crazy that you bring that up, because yeah, that was a year ago. And then recently I was really excited to work with TikTok on their ads. So paid ads where they actually could get boosted on the TikTok app through the company you're working for. It was for Birthright Israel. I mean, what an honor, right? To be creating video for Birthright. And I made the video. Video gets boosted a week after. Video does well when I post it. like, fine. It gets boosted, and all anti-Semitism in the comments, every single one. And now it has like 90K or whatever, but it just kept going crazy. And I remember being like, you know what, I'll look at this later. I'll look at this after Shabbat, because it was like Thursday night, and then Friday I was busy, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna check this after Shabbat. I can't. And I don't usually do that on Shabbat anyway. So I checked Saturday night, and the video has been removed for regulated goods and intellectual property because of all the anti-Semitism. And now I'm being told on the app my account is at high risk of being banned. Why? Because I'm Jewish. Because that many people hated my one video about promoting birthright. So it's awful. It sucks. And I made sure to write out a whole statement, which a lot of people shared. And pretty much moral of the story was that, you know, you have to speak up when these things happen, because about 48 hours later, my account was reinstated. I was told it was in good standing and that the video was back. And obviously no one should have to go through that. And it sucks, but I'm not going to be a Jewish creator and stay silent when things happen like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's all about being strong and being willing to fight the fight that everyone's fighting, pretty much.
It's just so ridiculous. I mean, for those that don't know what birthright is, it's a trip where Jews who, majority of them have never been to Israel, they get their travel and the whole trip covered. And so it's a really amazing experience for Jews to go to Israel for the first time, and to hear that people were just writing anti-Semitic comments.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what they were, but it's just so ignorant. I don't even. I feel like frustrated and helpless simultaneously when it comes to that stuff.
And that was exactly how I would describe how I felt. But then when something happened, I'm like, I'm not helpless. Like, me actually sharing about it is helping.
Yeah.
I'm one person. Like, I'm not gonna fix the world. You know, you need that amount of people to help contribute. You know?
It's true. Yeah. But that's the thing too. It's like, that's not the first time that there's been and you see I remember there was that camp video, and people were writing something about, you created just a basic sleepover camp. I think you went to Camp Ramah. I personally went to Camp Shalom. So there's a rivalry there, but it's fine. We still talk. But it was just a Jewish sleepover camp, and people are writing about concentration camps and Holocaust and just terrible.
Yeah, that was the first time, yeah. But also, I mean, I get it every day, just on a different level. But, you know, that was the first time I was really like, this needs to be shared. And I'm really happy it did, and clearly you remember. So.
Just resonate, because it's like some of the comments too, it's just, do you actually not know what the Holocaust is? Do you know what you're saying and the harm that you're causing with your comments? Right. And half the time, like more than half the time, I'd say they have no idea. And other times people are just, I don't know. I feel like anytime there's something going on in the world, it's like, let's blame the Jews. And then I get very upset. Yeah. So that's, I know I get very, but it's like the fact that like you're even willing to have these conversations and talk about this stuff. I think it's so important, because you're right. We shouldn't shy away from having these conversations. And even, I don't know if you met the Holocaust survivor on Clubhouse, but when he hosted all those rooms, Sami Steigmann, I think it's Steigmann. Okay. And he was just open to having anyone discuss with him his experience during the Holocaust. And I thought that's amazing to have that forum and share those conversations. Yeah. Bless you. Because that's what it's all about, right? Just understanding people's perspectives. Ooh, bless you. Love roots. Okay. That was my first sneeze on Instagram Live, actually. That's a weird first to have.
It's okay. I have a cold and allergies. Not fun.
If it could be anyone that had that sneeze, I'm glad my first was with you. Felt like a beautiful moment.
So glad. I'm honored. Thank you.